everyone. Toastmaster of the evening, fellow Toastmasters. Long time ago, or not that long time ago, but long time ago, I promised my father that, Father, I will paint a face which will compel, not compel, which will make the rulers to surrender the kingdoms, which will make the conquerors to surrender their swords. Now, after 2 or 3 years, I guess, I finally achieved my task. And I painted a face that did that. Today, I will reveal their face to you. What do you see? I tell you what do you see. Over here, you are seeing the face of the most beautiful woman you ever seen. But for someone, it can be an Asian. For someone, it can be Caucasian. And for someone, it can be African. But whatever the kind may be, she is going to be beautiful. Now, what is the secret to appreciate the beauty? Here is the keyword: acceptance. You need to accept some things before you are able to appreciate beauty. Trust me when I say this to you that not everyone has this ability or gift to appreciate beauty. People will focus on the demerits rather than merits. Now, how to accept or how to learn to appreciate the beauty? It's not that very much of a difficult task. Simply put, only 3 things. Simple formula: tolerance plus adaptability plus the simple word equality will give you the gift to accept and to appreciate it. The first one, tolerance. This word, comparative study, I am the student of a comparative study or comparative subject or comparative religion. What they are doing is they are comparing their subject or their point of interest with other interests just to prove them that how right they are. They are not accepting their ideas. Now here is the tolerance concept. You need to listen to new ideas. You need to accept them. You need to respect them. If they are good, you need to listen to them and appreciate them, irrespective of the source. For instance, Mr. Sajjad who quoted a word from the Bhagavad Gita. So as a Muslim, should we condemn him, or we should appreciate the logic or the context in which the phrase was presented? Similarly, tolerance will always teach you how to respect, and which will give you one step towards the process of acceptability, but not the entire thing. Second is the equality. Actually, it was third, but equality is the most important of all. Why? Because the basic idea of Pakistan was the rights of minorities. Because as a minority, we were unable, we were insecure in the United India. So we fought for a separate nation. So as far as the minorities are here, because we were once minority, so we need to respect their faith, and that can only be done through equality. And equality can be preached by us. For example, racism. Everyone will list down the examples of many examples: Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King Jr., and Nelson Mandela. But does anyone know that South Africa and Zimbabwe once were one country? And they both were the victims of white apartheid. But what did South Africans did? Nelson Mandela, after coming out of the jail, he forgave them, unlike Zimbabwe, who resorted to revenge. And what happened then? You can see Zimbabwe today, you can see South Africa today. Okay, South Africa is not that much on the list of the developed or civilized nation, but still, it is much better than Zimbabwe. Because it is on a right track, because they have learned to respect the equality. This is the keyword. Everyone knows the ongoing debate of Shia and Sunni in Pakistan. This sentence, I am right, no one has a problem with it. I am Sunni, you are not, fine. I am Muslim, you are Christian, no problem. But when you say I am right and you are wrong, here is the problem. You cannot judge anyone to say that no, you are wrong. In that way, you will never be able to appreciate diversity. And with this, you can never appreciate beauty. This is a gift which you will eventually be deprived. Second, and the most important of all is change. The theory of Darwin, adaptability, was natural selection. That only that species will survive who will change according to the needs and circumstances. We have many examples of change, but to be simply put, even the political version of Darwin's theory is survival of the fittest. By fittest, he doesn't mean the powerful, but the fittest who can control and rule with power to survive, to bear the change. Now, here is another thing, that we need to accept change. If something you considered was beautiful before, but now it's ugly because it is not according to your wishes, here is the drawback. You need to accept new views. For example, this is an old Chinese story, and I have heard it many times, but I will still like to share it with you, that there is a cup. A man goes to a monk and asks him that, please teach me everything you know about life, knowledge, truth. I would like to challenge everything. Monk says, here is a cup, and I would like to share some tea with you. He said, fine, share it. He started pouring the cup. A time came when the cup was full. And then what happened? Monk continued pouring the tea. What happened was, he started overflowing the cup. The man said, monk, what are you doing? The tea is overflowing. He said, that is the problem. You have came with the full mind. You had already some ideas imparted in you, and you are only there to listen to me in order to contradict me. In order to learn new things, you need to empty your mind. You need to empty the cup and then refill it with something new. So in order to learn something new, or in order to accept something new, you need to accept change. And with that, you will be able to appreciate something new, something beautiful, which you might have not seen before. Now let us have all these things together. And if I am to present a petition right now, that will everyone support me in eliminating discrimination and to accept virtue, how many of you will say yes? Everyone. Why? Because you have learned to accept the change. You have learned to tolerate other views. This is the key. If simply put, will you people disagree with me? If simply put that a flower is a beautiful living thing I have seen. It smells beautiful. It is used in the time of grief. It is used to celebrate time of happiness. Agreed? But in order to appreciate a flower, you will need to see it along with its plant in its season. For this, acceptance is necessary. And with this, acceptance is a virtue. And virtue is a gift. And a gift to recognize something beautiful and appreciate is one of the basic human